Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these Reese's chocolate cheesecake slices. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to make the base of your cheesecake. So place your chocolate biscuits or your bourbons, whichever you're using, into the food processor and blitz them down until they're a fine crumb. Once you've achieved that, you can then go ahead and add in your melted butter and just mix until it looks kind of wet, and it should look like soil. Once it does, you can then go ahead and transfer it into the base of a 9 by 9 inch cake tin, which has been lined with some parchment paper. Spreading and leveling it out as best as you possibly can. The more consistent you get it now, the better the cheesecake will bake later on, so just keep that in mind. Once you've got it level, you can then set aside until needed later on. So to start on the cheesecake filling, simply grab yourself a large mixing bowl, then go ahead and add in your room temperature cream cheese and sugar and whisk the two together until they're combined. Once they're combined and a bit lighter and fluffier, you're good to go ahead and start with the rest of the ingredients. So then add in all of your eggs at one time, not forgetting the vanilla, and your peanut butter as well, of course. Now is the perfect time to add it actually. Then give it all a good whisk together until combined. Once it's combined, you can then just start to add the other ingredients, but you're looking for this kind of beige mixture. I'm using chunky peanut butter, so that's why I don't have a smooth mixture. Then add in your yogurt or sour cream, whichever one you're using, and then just whisk that in until fully incorporated. Once that's incorporated, you'll notice a change in the consistency. Again, this is completely normal. Then add in your flour and cocoa powder and whisk until they have been fully incorporated. Once they have, you can go ahead and just set the cheesecake mixture aside. You're looking for a clear batter, or as clear as possible. So just before we place the cheesecake on top of the base, onto the base I like to add these Reese's peanut butter cups. I added 16 in total, but feel free to add more or less depending if you can get more in, or if you're using the minis, whichever. Once you've done that, you can then top it with the cheesecake mixture. You will need to adjust the baking time a little bit for this recipe, but that will be in the blog post, which will be linked down below, so don't forget to check it out if you're interested. So once you've got the cheesecake mixture on top, just spread and level it out as best as you possibly can, then cover it with some tin foil and place into your preheated oven, and then you'll bake it off. Once it's been baked and cooled completely, you'll want to chill it in the fridge. This is something that is highly perishable, so will need to stay in the fridge for as long as possible. I do recommend eating this within 24 hours of making, maybe 2 days, but if you're putting the cream topping on like I am, I definitely don't recommend more than 24 hours after adding the cream. Then to make the cream topping, just place your double cream, icing sugar and vanilla into a bowl and whisk until it reaches stiff peaks. Transfer into a piping bag with a nozzle of your choice. Then slice up your cheesecake slices into as many or as little as you would like. The choice is really up to you on this occasion. You can then go ahead and top each of the cheesecake slices with some whipped cream. I'm just piping raisins on top, but feel free to pipe however you would like. The choice is really up to you. I don't tell you what to do, you do what you want to do. But I just went with a generous amount as, you know, why not? It's a treat. Then top each of them with some roughly chopped of the mini Reese's Pieces cups, or whatever they are. I don't know what they're called, but they're just the mini ones. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog and links to all the social medias. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.